Chris from Autotek here, 1984 Toyota truck. We are going to diagnose an EGR and show you how EGR system functions. This is a VIR printout for Chevy Lumina. This is an indication of high NOX, which is what it failed for. And looks like it also has high hydrocarbons. First thing I like to do when I look at a vehicle and I look at a VIR printout is to see what the CO2 reading is. 14.5 and 14.6 at 15 and 25 miles per hour. And also look at the oxygen. This one was 0.2 and 0.1. This is indicating that the vehicle is actually running pretty well, and the catalytic converter is actually functioning pretty well. We don't know if it's actually or not, but according to the numbers, it looks okay. Looks like we should probably proceed with some other sort of testing. With the here being so high, usually the first thing I would do is start to look at a EGR system failure, or EGR not functioning, or timing. Timing being over advanced would also cause this. So here we are back with our 84 Toyota truck. This one just happens to be a EFI instead of carbureted. EGR system test is exactly the same for carbureted or for fuel injected, as long as the EGR itself is vacuum operated. As you can see, the EGR is back here. This is a back pressure valve. Some people call them back pressure transducers. They have numerous different names for different manufacturers, but it's basically a switch. Vacuum goes in, vacuum goes out. On the bottom of this valve is a little hose that goes to the exhaust that measures pressure coming out of the exhaust to allow this valve to open and vacuum to flow through. These are inherent problems on Toyotas. We're going to see if this one's actually functioning. So here what we're doing is disconnecting the vacuum line from the EGR, plugging it directly into the vacuum gauge. And you're going to give it some throttle. Oops. We're going to try it one more time. Give it some throttle. As you can see, we have plenty of vacuum. It's actually reading going up to about 15. Indication that we have vacuum. So it's showing us that this vacuum transducer is actually operating correctly. Vacuum is actually flowing through it. So the first part of our test is done. So now what we're going to do is take this same vacuum pump and we're going to hook it into the EGR. And we're going to slowly pump this up. This one's very sensitive, so we're going to try not to pump it up too hard and get the motor to die. Listen to the change in the motor RPM. As you can tell, we only have 2 inches of vacuum on it and it's already starting to stumble. It means this one's working really, really good. Pull it back off. RPM goes back to where it should be. That's an indication that the valve itself is working properly. All the passages are clear, nothing's clogged, and the EGR system is actually operating correctly. Valve back up. Make sure all the lines are all clear, and then we're going to proceed with some other testing to see what the problem is with the high NOx levels on this vehicle. See our other videos for high NOx diagnosis. Search top engine clean, timing, and other smog failures in YouTube.